albeit the Toyota Camry has been usurped by the brand's RAV4 Hybrid as the top-rated vehicle in the US that isn't a pickup truck. Anywhere near 300,000 of Toyota's family cars actually found homes a year ago. We're obviously not the only one to favor the lower beginning cost, more prominent eco-friendliness, and tidier driving elements that cars by and large hold over their utilitarian family. Yet, fundamentally modifying the Camry's equation is something Toyota doesn't trifle with, which implied mindful development drove the way for its 10th era redesign. If you don't see the 2025 Camry's etched front end and expanding throat, it effectively can be confused with the active model that it mirrors in pretty much every aspect. As in the past, SE and XSE trim levels are charged as the sportier forms, highlighting dark grille complements and a more responsive body versus the LE and XLE's chrome trim and milder setup. The enormous changes are deep down, where all grades include Toyota's 5th-gen crossover powertrain. An Atkinson Cycle 2.5-liter 4-chamber keeps on being the half-breed's main player, acquiring an additional 8 pull for 184 altogether, supported by 163 pound-feet of force. In like manner, and all the more remarkable foothold engine, 134 ponies up from 118, works with a second engine that arranges the half-and-half framework's planetary gear set, so it eventually behaves like a ceaselessly factor transmission. Complete result moves from 208 horses to 225. Choose the 1525 jolted all-wheel drive framework, a first for the Camry crossover, with its own 40 HP back hub engine imparted to the Prius AWD, and that consolidated figure creeps up to 232 horsepower. A lithium particle battery with an expected usable limit of 0.6 kilowatt-hour sits under the secondary lounge, and Toyota calculates a joint efficiency scope of 44 to 51 pound-mpg relying upon the model. EPA gauges aren't accessible yet. That is 2 mpg more regrettable on the low end for an all-wheel drive XSE versus an active XSE half-and-half that needed AWD and 1 mpg beneath the thriftiest front-drive variant. However, taking into account the last Camry half-and-half we tried, a 2018 XLE model, returned 44 mpg on our 75 km Pierce Parkway test and found the middle value of 40 mpg generally, any rendition of the new vehicle will be far stingier at the siphon than past gas-just models, which finished out at 32 mpg combined. The additional spring in the Camry's step is generally obvious in and out of town, where the push of its more grounded electric engine can be felt in low to mid-choke applications, helping responsiveness. Furthermore, with assessed control loads held a decent sum under 2 tons no matter how you look at it, 60 mph times ought to stay in the 7-second reach. Tragically, the sub-6-second 60 mph runs of the active 3019 HP V6 models are a relic of past times. Extra sound protection better disengages the new Camry from wind, street, and powertrain commotion, while marginally firmer suspension tunes loan all adaptations more tight body control while employing twisty curves, all without impinging on their comfortable ride. The base LE has 16-inch wheels, with higher trims getting 18s or 19s. The four-banger actually will in general robot under weighty burdens, yet our really unique problem is the controlling, which appears to be determinedly counterfeit in its dead-on focus feel and absence of expanded exertion while adjusting corners.